All right, welcome to our first live virtual kind of in-person assembly that we're going to do for the month of April, where we recognize students for the character trait of fairness. So today you're going to see all of our teachers are in their classrooms with our students. Students, let's wave to the cameras if you can see us. I am so excited to have you be able to watch these live. This is so awesome. So looking forward to seeing some of those reactions. Right now our teachers are muted so that we can preserve the recording, but I'm going to go ahead and have a start with the flag salute. So could I have everyone please rise for the flag salute? And I will present my flag. All right. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Perfect. All right, I'll stop sharing now, and we'll go back to our recording. So Mrs. Freeman is going to pop over here, and she's going to describe the character trait of the month. Can everyone still hear me okay so far? Perfect. All right, here you go, Mrs. Freeman.
All right, elementary students, we are going to be getting recognized for the trait of fairness. And fairness means that I play by the rules. I take turns and I share. I consider or think about other people's needs, even if that means that things aren't equal. And I treat all people fairly, not just my friends.
Okay, thank you, Mrs. Freeman. Now, we're going to start off with our 5th grade teachers, and they're going to share their Citizen of the Month. Students, I just want to remind you, make sure while your teacher's talking to have your voice at a level 0 so that the recording comes through well. Really appreciate that. So let's start off with Mrs. Fuchs' class.
Hi, everybody. I'm excited to share today. My Citizen of the Month this month in room 106 stands out for fairness. This person is always honest about things, like earning smile tickets or looking at the answers in class to a riddle ahead of time. When we draw sticks to see who gets the extra special comfy chairs in class, I know this person would never take a turn out of turn, because that wouldn't be fair. Even when we are lucky enough to have group snacks passed out, if we're running out, this person would never take extra if they already have a snack from home. This student understands that fair and equal don't always mean the same thing, and sometimes has different, challenging expectations than her peers do. All of these are reasons why Jenna Lee is our Citizen of the Month. I can always count on Jenna to treat her classmates fairly and with kindness. Thank you, Jenna, for your fair, honest attitude that makes room 106 a better place. Nice job, Jenna.
All right, great work, Jenna. Thank you. Next up is Mr. Vantine's 5th grade class.
All right, I'm excited to announce that Kiera Jones is a model student for the character trait of fairness. She is always considerate of other people and can be seen being helpful and kind to others all day, every day. Kiera listens to and considers everyone's points of view when making comments and decisions. Kiera's reputation for fairness has earned her a respected place as a student leader in our class. Many students in our class wrote about Kiera's acts of kindness and fairness, especially at recess. One student wrote, "At recess, Kiera wants football, tetherball, and foursquare to be fair and square. She is hardworking and makes me and the whole class smile. Your whole class and all of your teachers hold you in high regard, Kiera. Keep up the great work."
All right, nice job, Kiera. Good work. Next up, our 4th grade classes are going. So first, we're going to start off with Mrs. Bai's 4th grade class.
Well, hello, Liberty Elementary. This month, the students in room 105 chose who they thought demonstrates the character trait of fairness. Emily Collinson was their standout choice, and I couldn't agree more. One student said that she gives everyone a chance and makes sure everybody gets a turn. Another said that she can be trusted, not just to pick her own friends. It was written that Emily helps her peers often and encourages them to be their best. It's obvious that room 105 is lucky to have Emily in our room, and we're all better for it. Thank you, Emily, for being awesome and for showing us what a great example of fairness looks like. Keep up the great work.
All right, great job, Emily. Thank you, Mrs. Buys. Next up, we have Mrs. Anderson's fourth grade class.
So when I asked my class to think about someone who shows fairness and for them to give examples, I wasn't surprised to see this name on many pages. Below are a few quotes from what students have to say about Peter Bethel. He makes fair teams at recess. He's very patient. He will give up his turn for somebody else. He will share. He always splits things in half with me, and they're always super close to being even. Robert Ingersoll said, "We rise by lifting others." Peter, we are so lucky to have such a caring, patient, and uplifting student among us. You may be quiet, but your fairness is loud and clear.
All right, nice job, Peter. That's wonderful. Thank you, Mrs. Anderson. Next up, we have Miss Bear's third grade class.
Hi, guys. So when I sat down to write our Citizen of the Month for fairness, I had a really hard time. There are so many wonderful things I could say about this student. I didn't even know where to start. So I decided to enlist the help of some of her friends. Here's what some of them had to say about Paige Halling. So Evie said, "Paige always makes sure no one is left out. One time when one of our friends was feeling lonely, Paige cheered her up by telling her funny things and asked her to play a game with us. When we play tetherball and kindergartners join us, she decides to play easier on them so they have fun too. Paige is fair to everyone, even kids who are younger or older than her." Chelsea said, "At the beginning of the school year, I was feeling lonely, but Paige made sure I was part of her gang. Now I have a great group of friends." Alice said, "Every person should see Paige has unity. She always is fair and will always include you." As you can see, Paige is a student who shows fairness always. She is funny, hardworking, kind, and her classmates know they can count on her. I appreciate Paige so much for the environment of fairness and kindness she creates in our classroom. Keep it up, Paige.
All right, nice job, Paige. Thank you, Miss Bear. Next up, we have Mr. Degenhardt's third grade class.
Hi, everyone. I am so excited for our Citizen of the Month this month. He's an amazing kid. He's hardworking, kind, and always treats others with respect. Emmett McFadgen has been an integral part of our classroom for the past 2 years. He's keenly aware of others and their feelings, and he cares deeply about the success and well-being of his fellow classmates. In our class, I try to teach students that being fair does not always mean being equal. All students have different needs, and Emmett understands this concept fully. This year, he's emerged as quite the expert with his writing skills, and because of this, I often ask him to help others when they need an extra push. He doesn't complain, he's patient with others, and he does his best to help others to the best of his ability. His classmates and I appreciate this tremendously. Emmett, I'm so happy I was able to be your teacher for the past 2 years. Thanks for sharing your positive attitude, fun personality, and work ethic with our class. Congratulations on being our room's Citizen of the Month.
All right, thank you, Mr. Degenhardt. Great job, Emmett. Next up, we have Miss Brown's second grade class.
All right, I've got an acrostic poem, so you're going to have to hang with me to find out who our Student of the Month is. F is for funny. This guy definitely is. He's got a sense of humor, and he's a real whiz kid. A is for awesome. Awesome. Do you know what that means? Extremely impressive, which he is each week. I is for imaginative. He's creative and clever, always inventing through drawings and sketches. The next three, R, N, and E. Any guesses what they might be? Resourceful, neighborly, enthusiastic. He is each one of these, bringing light and laughs to our class of 20. Next are the S's. There are two, don't you know? Straightforward and savvy, because he tells it like it is, in a practical way, straightforward, straight to the point each and every day. Damien Medina, you have shown you consider other people's feelings and how you treat everyone fairly, especially each time we welcome a new student to our class. You are super caring and take time to help those students learn our class routines and expectations. Congratulations for being our Citizen of the Month.
All right, congratulations, Damien. Thank you, Miss Brown. Next up, we have Mrs. Newton's second grade class.
All right, hello everyone. Our second grade Citizen of the Month for Fairness is Weston Ingle. Weston is hardworking, competitive kid who strives to do his best. He loves to celebrate when he's achieved something, but he is equally as quick to congratulate someone else for their accomplishments. Weston knows that fairness does not mean everyone receives exactly the same thing, and he's okay with everyone receiving different things based on their needs. Weston is a great citizen within the classroom and in other ways as well. He is quick to help others, which makes him an awesome friend. He politely contributes during discussions by raising his hand, which reflects on his respectfulness. He is kind and caring, which reflects his ability to express empathy to people around him. So congratulations to Weston for displaying good citizenship in our classroom.
All right, great job, Weston. Thank you, Mrs. Newton. Next up, we have Mrs. Pearsall's first grade class.
There we go. There we go. Hi, guys. All right. So in first grade, it's been kind of tricky to figure out a Citizen of the Month, but I finally did it. And I would like to recognize, for the trait of fairness, Macy Ewan. Macy is a student who waits her turn patiently and shares with her classmates if she happens to have extra supplies, like dry erase markers. Macy is someone who can be quiet and observant, but that doesn't stop me from seeing that she gets along with others, treats them fairly, and plays by the rules. Macy, we are lucky to have you as a friend and classmate in first grade this year. Congratulations.
All right, excellent job, Macy. Thank you, Mrs. Pearsall. Next up, we have Mrs. Canning's first grade class.
Hello. All right. So in our classroom, Brody Hurst was chosen for Citizen of the Month. He has many great qualities, but when it comes to fairness, he stands above the rest. Brody is the guy that wants to make sure everyone is treated with kindness, no matter what. He would never find it acceptable to treat someone differently or give them less than the best. When we get a chance to play games in our classroom, he understands that everybody gets a turn, and he never asks for extra turns or special treatment because he knows that wouldn't be fair. He's always enthusiastic when it's time for others to shine, and like when someone gets drawn for smile tickets or other special recognition, he is always the one encouraging them and cheering them on. Today, even, Mr. Brody, when it was time to go to lunch, everybody knew they had to clean up before we went, and one of his friends had a bigger mess than everybody else, and he realized that she needed help so that she could get on to lunch on time just like everybody else. So he's a pretty awesome kid. All right, fairness is easy to understand, but it's hard to show. Brody Hurst has definitely mastered it. Please give Brody a round of applause because it's his time to shine.
All right, nice job, Brody. Good work. Thank you, Mrs. Canning. Next up, we have Miss Roberts' kindergarten class.
Ooh, we're so excited to be live for this assembly. Okay, will you guys do a drum roll, please? Okay. Aria Weary. Aria is fair to everyone. When playing a game with her classmates, she makes sure everyone is following the directions and taking turns. When she gets the craft center, she tries to make things for anyone that wants them. That is fair. She is constantly thinking of others and making sure everyone is happy. Good job, Aria.
All right, nice job, Aria. Good work. Thank you, Miss Roberts. Next up, we have Mrs. Smith's kindergarten class.
Sounds good. Thank you. Playing by the rules, taking turns and sharing, being considerate of others, and treating people fairly describes Ellen perfectly. Ellen has a wonderful way of working together with a lot of different friends. She is always willing to share her materials and is a great example of following the rules in all the Liberty areas. What sets Ellen apart in the fairness category is how considerate and kind she is every day, and she always does it with a big smile. Way to go, Ellen!
Nice job, Ellen. Thank you, Mrs. Smith. And finally, we have Miss Marsh's kindergarten class.
What's up, Liberty Elementary? We are glad to be live, and we're going to use the same thing Miss Roberts' class did. So I would like to recognize, drum roll, please, Jack Zimmerman for being one cool, calm, collected kid in kindergarten. Jack, stand up, wave. There he is. Good job, Jack. All right, back on me. Here we go. All right. Jack does a great job of staying under control all through our kindergarten day. When situations arise where sharing or taking turns comes into play, Jack is the master of just sitting back and waiting his turn. He treats his classmates fairly and always plays by the rules. Good job, Jack. We are glad you are in our class.
All right, congratulations, Jack, and thank you, Miss Marsh. Thank you to everyone for joining us for our very first in 2020-2021 virtual live recorded assembly. If you're watching this later, I hope that you enjoy it, and we really appreciate having all of our students be able to watch this in person. So Mrs. Freeman is going to share with us our character of the month for next month, and then we're going to close it out. Here's Mrs. Freeman.
All right, everyone, for May, we are going to be focusing on a really long word, perseverance, but it just means a simple thing. It means that you just keep on keeping on. Perseverance means that you follow through on all of your tasks until they are completed. You keep trying even when things get really hard. You ask for help so that you can be successful, and you continue to work with others and show kindness to your classmates. Right. That's perseverance.
All right. Thank you, Mrs. Freeman. I feel like perseverance should be the character trait of the year, but maybe that's not the case, but I feel like that a little bit. So, hey, thank you, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful day, and we look forward to seeing some of your students come down for pictures. See you later.
Bye.